Hail my brothers and sisters in arms out there in ESO land. This is Dohan Clusterfuck reporting in from Riften. In my opinion, the most beautiful place you could ever quest.
Evil stirs and in its wake the souls of mortals sway. And so
Okay guys, I'm going to be talking a little bit about some character building, about some exploring, and my take on how to play the game. Let me just say that I'm not in any way, shape or form endorsed by Zenimax, and I also have been playing since the second beta, so I've experienced all the stuff you also have encountered of faulty stuff going on. So basically this is my personal take on what I think the game should do. I want to say that I'm running the game on three 27-inch monitors, GTX 760 4GB card, and I've tried the game on a single monitor as well as NVIDIA Surround, and it's doing 60 to 70 frames on 5760 times 1080 with everything maxed out. I also play with my draw distance set to 100, so I get the full thing, the full panoramic thing. So I was away from the game shortly and came back again, and also what I noticed was that they significantly improved the graphics. There's still the lags sometimes, there's still some stuff going on, but when you compare it to the other YouTube reviews, this is not a review, then they're fairly negative about stuff. There's talking about some quest change, but let's talk about the character stuff first. When I first played in the beta, I was following all these nice people on YouTube how to make your build, and that was a Dragon Knight, and I followed it to the letter, and that was a pretty strong guy. And then I got into PvP, and then I made some combat support, skill point allocation, but I was pretty much just following what all the other guys are doing, and I got it up there, and I wasn't like, it wasn't really a nice experience for me, and to be honest, because it was like, you just follow what people have been doing all the time, and as I can see it, there's a lot of possibilities to do various stuff here in terms of crossing over, combining, and so on, without going into specific micromanaging details. So this time around I made a sorcerer to start with. This is a Nightblade, but don't get fooled by the labels of the class, because I basically said I want to do this guy here. This is a Nightblade with heavy armor, dual wield, and then I see people already out there in YouTube land rolling their eyes and, oh my god, you're lacking 50% bonus because like this and like that. Anyway, I don't care. This time around I'm playing it like I wanted to, like the feel of the character should be. Actually, that's according to a guy in our guild named Robin, who was talking about that stuff, and who has a very great knowledge about details of characters and stuff. I was just going out there, starting out, leveling up, currently with this guy almost 34 level. I just arrived in Riften, I'm having a little hard time sometimes fighting these bastards here, but other than that, it's a pretty sweet ride so far. And basically I'm just doing allocating what I want to do. I'm also going to the dye shop, as you can probably see, and just having fun with it. In terms of fighting and killing mobs and so on, I haven't tried it obviously in PvP yet. It doesn't feel like the build I made is especially weaker, but I want to emphasize the freedom of that you do what you want to do. You combine If you like to do daggers, whatever suits your fancy, do it, and don't care too much about all these conventions and oh, you must be like this because then you can't do like that, blah blah blah. Just do it like you feel like it, and have fun exploring. And this time around with these two characters, well, I found out I'm not the big sorcerer guy, but anyway, my sorcerer with my type of build I made could kill 10 levels above his current level, so he's actually stronger than this guy I'm building here right now. And that sorcerer is level 37 before I decided to shift to make this my main. But so even not having watched any YouTube guides or read on the forums or something, I still managed to create quite a fearsome, powerful sorcerer, that is. And he's nice to play, but as I said, I'm not the sorcerer guy, so that's what I found out. So now I'm currently just getting back up to 37, and then I will basically continue with this guy, making it my main character. So the point of all this is to try to, in my opinion, to loosen your grip on these conventions of what are you supposed to be doing, and don't take into account any guys talking to you saying, hey, you need a double battle axe and with 5 diamonds to make sure you can blah blah blah, right? Because PvP can also be won in many different ways than the Cirque Lemming approach. And that's why try to make the most of it, have fun with it, enjoy it, and of course you can still bitch about the lags and the flops and anything. My internet connection is 125 megabit down and about 25 to 30 megabyte up, so I'm not having big issues with lag. There is the lag spike once in a while, but other than that it's running smoothly. In terms of questing, I saw a lot of guys talking about this quest change thing. So far, the email system, to touch on that for a few secs, is terrible. They really gotta fix that. Reload UI every time you have sent us some mails with some attachments. That's a pain in the butt, and they should really look into that. Other than that, I really think it's a good thing here, and I have a lot of fun exploring and seeing stuff, except for Cold Harbor, which I don't personally like. If they ever get to have players build houses like in Skyrim, where I've played over 400 hours, then of course Riften will be my preferred place to do it, because I really love this place. In terms of Skyrim, just to touch on that, to compare the graphics, I had the ENB Real Vision installed, and that was like a movie-like experience with all the stuff you see here on Ultra in ESO. It required a shitload of mods in a specific order installed, but that also gave it a fantastic feel. So for me, it's actually what I imagined online would be, and I'm not talking hardcore MMO player here. I'm talking about the experience, exploring, and seeing what's around the next corner or hilltop. So that's basically how I look at it. And sure, they have a lot to fix. There's still issues, and I hope they will get it sorted. But by the time I got back the second time around, they've sorted out a lot of stuff. They moved the server to Europe, which actually caused more lag spikes at my place in Europe, which I simply don't understand, because it was actually better on the other server. That might be some other issues. But at least they're updating stuff, at least they're working on it, and dear Tor, please never make this game free to play, because then of course there won't be any revenue to actually do updates, and then we can just get a new sword every 3 months. So I hope that never happens. Okay guys, that was Dohan here signing off for today. A few pointers here in my personal opinion. I'm not endorsed by anybody to say this, this is just my take on it, and you can leave your comments below what you think, and subscribe if you like. Have fun. See you out there in Tampa.
Free your mind.